play. So anyway, I'm just gonna show the beginning of how I started the modeling project. So I started playing around with the different options. And there's this thing called part design where you create the body, you create a sketch, and you want to use the XY plane because it's the flat one, as opposed to the other ones, which I guess are also flat but on a different axis. Anyway, so started off by doing a square, making a square, and with these little points you can make your corners curvaceous, which is always nice, I think. And then you have to make each of the corners equal, so you have to click on all of them and create this little equal, and you want to orient everything around the origin, so that when things move around they're the same. And just to add more constraints, because we can do this, we can set the length to 80, which it can be any number. I just put 80 because I like the number. And I'm gonna label it logo height because apparently that's good practice. And we can do the same with our length. So let me just unclick this. And then 80 logo length. And as you can see, now it's a circle, so it's kind of weird, but we can pull things around if I can get to it. Yeah, there we go. And we can create our little logo, and you see how everything is kept the same. So let's say we like this. Now we can close our sketching tab, and we can create a pad which extracts it. And let's say we want 15 meters. It can be anything. I like 15 because it's a cool number. And yeah, and now we have our 3D square. And in the next video, I'll show you how to do the IE letters. And that's it. Have a wonderful time. Left off last time. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create the IE letters. So what we want to do is we want to go into draft mode. We want to click on the face that we want our letters to appear, and we click on the string feature. So here we have to input our string. We have to click where we want our string to be, and also we have to have the font file. So you have to have a TTF file of a font that you want. I downloaded Montserrat because after looking at the IE website, there was a lot of Montserrat everywhere, so I chose this. I used the fonts to download it. I suggest you use the fonts whenever you want fonts because it's literally the best place. And we press OK. So now let's go into wireframe mode just so we can see our logo, and it's right here. And what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna go back to as is mode, and we're going to create a sketch on this plane just so that we can get our logo where we want it. So we do like this, and we're just gonna create a line just so that we can snap it in place later. So this is our logo, where our logo is gonna go. So now we can go back to wireframe mode, and we can go to our shape string, and we can go back to draft mode, and we can move it. So we move it like here, and you see how it snaps back in place. So here we can actually also we can change our logo, how much it is. So let's say we want 25, which in this case we'll have to delete this one. And oops, that was the wrong one. Delete this one, and we can rebring it over to our line, which we can have that, and we can then we can hide this, and we can delete this. And I will bring it out of wireframe mode, and now we have our logo right here. And in the next steps, I'll show you how to extract it and create some other little fancy features like a little keyhole. And yes, so enjoy again, and I'll see you in the next video. Salutations once again. So in this video, we're gonna extract this. We're gonna extrude it, actually. Sorry. So actually, let's just start with this. So we go to part, and we can extrude, and we will see that. Let's just say we want. Let's do 5. Okay, and you see how it works like this. So now we can have. Now that we have that, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna apply some colors in this one. So we can go to appearance and we can input the colors we want. So I don't remember the color for the hexadecimal for the IE itself. I remember for HST for some reason, but not this. So we're just gonna go with something that looks like it, like so. And we can even, we can also change these if we want. I personally changed the line color as well, just to give it some extra pizzazz, and I changed the line width just to make it stand out. And what's really cool, I love, is this transparency option. So if we, whoops, that's not what I wanted, sorry. So if we press OK, close, you can see like the inside of the logo. And we can do the same for our extrude. So let's go here, we go to appearance, and let's choose a different color. Let's maybe make it like a lighter blue, maybe like this. We can also change the line color as well. Let's do the line thickness, and so let's add a little bit of transparency, not as much. And this is how you do some cool colors. And in the next video, I'll show you how to do the design of any shapes you want. And actually, you know what? I think because we have time, we can create a little hole. So we click on our face that we want, and we go to the sketcher, and we create a little sketch on the flat surface. So now we're just gonna go to our little circle tool, and we can create a circle. So now that we have that, we close that. And on our sketch, we go back to a part design, and we can create a hole. And if we can make an independent copy, yes. And there you have it. There is your hole. And yeah. So in the next video, I'll show you how to do the design of whatever elements you want. Enjoy. What's up again? So we have our logo, our keychain, looking pretty cute, I think. You can see through the hole, which is super cool. So what we're gonna do in this one is we're gonna create that little squiggly line. This, is just basically using a bit of geometry, I think. And yeah, so let's just get to it. We're gonna go to Sketcher, we're gonna click on the face that we want, and we're gonna create a sketch. So now that we have this open, we're just gonna create how it looks like, more or less. So how I did it is I started off just by doing like a rough sketch of how it looks based on the vertices. So like so. And then once you have the main sketch, you can kind of like go in and finalize like how it would look like ideally. So let's just go like so. Should like look like this. Sorry, I'm not providing very riveting commentary. It's just I need a bit of concentration. And yeah. So this part is honestly like probably one of the most fun because you kind of use a bit of creativity to get it. So this looks more or less like it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our endpoint arrows, and we're gonna place them on the endpoint so that it looks like so. And then what we can do is we can delete this. We can set these vertices. If you click on these, they combine them. We're gonna do the same here because that's what it looks like. I think it looks a bit like so. We're gonna delete this as well. We're gonna make sure our endpoints are clear. Actually, you know what? This doesn't look like it at all. We're gonna make it a bit better. It's really hard to get the points accurate sometimes. So that was a big pain point. No pun intended. And yeah, so for example, these two vertices are not together, so we can easily do this. Just going in and checking which vertices are not together and which ones are is important, because it kind of like, it'll help with the overall design later on, which none of these seem to be. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, so, and once you have this, like, I mean, what you do is really the same as before. So you kind of just, you reshape it obviously to how you want, and then you can extrude as well and change the colors, and there you have it. It's pretty. It's not rocket science, honestly, and you can then send this to have in your, for your, how do you say, 3D printing purposes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually change this point to a curve, because that's what it looks like in the actual design. And we're just gonna change it a bit just to match how it looks like on the actual IE thing. So it kind of looks like this, not like this, but like so. It's really hard to get right. I mean, it's a bit of a pain. And then once you have something that you're kind of satisfied with, so let's just say, just for the sake of time, let's just say this is this. Ooh, that is not what we wanted. Sorry. Let's just say this is what we wanted. Let's say like, oh yeah, this is our design. So we can get out of it. And what do we do again? We go back to part, we go back to extrude, we go to 10. Actually, you know what? We can also do some 5 against. And there we have it. So so it kind of like eats in, because we did some against. So like when you look inside, you can see that it's inside, and that's it. And we can change the color, of course, and that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you for of what I've created. Just to show the back, I was thinking of adding maybe like HST on the back, and yeah, that's how it looks so far.